That was actually so fun. I'm so glad you had fun, but I just wanted to go over a few things really quick. Why did you say hey to Hannah like that? It was so fucking weird. The tone of voice was so off. There was also a few seconds of awkward silence where you didn't say anything. Are you just fucking dumb or what? And then lastly, I just wanted to remind you that your friends do hate you. You know that, right? You know they...
He's a 10, but his favorite word is murder. Murder. Why do we like this? Why? Come on, bro. Lips. Excuse me? Do you think you could hold my phone so I can make a quick TikTok? Sure. Thank you so much. It's already recording and ready to go. You're so sweet.
Is I supposed to run?
Balance the foot in the door, and then I don't know. I know a lot of podcasts that are better than mine, a lot, but I don't know any that are as consistent as mine. Doing 3 episodes a week, not missing a week. 2 episodes a week now, not missing a week for 2 years straight now, over 200 episodes. Like, I don't even. It doesn't matter how good you are at something, and if you can just outwork everybody doing it.
Yeah, for sure. I believe in like that as well. Because I've seen people come and go.
It's like McDonald's isn't the best food, Drake isn't the best rapper, but those are the 2 most popular things because they are the hardest working. Like,
yeah, there's something that's.
I'm guessing Drake works harder than anybody because he just gets to that point, and McDonald's is fucking everywhere.
Everywhere, right? Yeah, I gotta start changing.
Playing the quiet place game.
I've been to all your voice shows, and I've not laughed. Dude, I couldn't stop laughing. Your mannerisms and everything. Thank you, awesome. Thank you, man. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it, man. See you guys.
Hear that? He couldn't stop laughing.
All I want to do on this app anymore is Duet the Deranged Sandwich Man. This is my favorite account. His sandwiches are so weird. Everything about them random. Different size bread every time. I don't know if people are ordering different bread. Okay, salami. Most uneven pile of all time. Okay, we got squash or something. One side has 1 strip, the other has a full pile. Nice. Prosciutto on top, and he's done. Is he queuing up another sandwich? Just might get a 2-in-1. Oh no, he's got to bring out the wet cheese. Got to have sopping wet mozzarella spilling everywhere. Holding it, just dripping it on the floor. Okay, chopping it in the weirdest way possible. I bet he puts the end pieces upside down. He does that every time. End piece crazily upside down, gonna roll off. And there you go. It's a disaster. I would eat the fuck out of it, 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Patrick, and if you're watching this, then you already know that I'm making a documentary about this kid from the YouTube video that I posted called The Saddest Boy Ever, which was a clip from the daytime talk show, The Jenny Jones Show. Firstly, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. If you're out there just doing your best to be the best dad that you can be every day to your kids, I salute you. If you're a man who is now a father and you never had a father, or your father wasn't in your life for whatever reason, you know, my heart goes out to you. It's not easy trying to figure out how to be a dad if you never had one. And I know probably a lot of you out there may be finding yourself in that situation. So I just want to recognize you. I made the update video back in December of 2018. That's 3.5 years ago. That's a long time. I haven't posted anything since, and I want to firstly apologize for that, you know, to all the people who have been checking to see. I didn't mean to just leave you out in the cold. To all the people who have been offering words of encouragement and support, I also want to extend a big thank you. It's really appreciated because this process has been very difficult for me for a number of reasons. It's been challenging. but rewarding, and I don't regret anything. To get to the documentary, the main question is, am I still making it? Have I been making it? What's happening? The answer is yes, I have been making it, and it's taken a long time. It's taken a long time for a number of reasons, but mostly because it's telling the story over the course of a few years. And unfortunately, I can't divulge too many details about the story because I don't want you to know too much about it before you see this. And there's a reason for that that can really only be understood once you watch it. So you're just gonna have to trust me. And if you don't, that's okay too. This journey of making this documentary has been an emotional roller coaster for me that has changed me permanently for the better. So it's a good thing. But I've really realized that there's a lot of people out there who are suffering and need somebody to talk to about the darkest, most painful parts of their history that they've never really explored and healed. And we all need somebody to talk to, somebody that we can talk to about these things. And that's important, and that's okay. We all need help sometimes. That's been one of the main takeaways from this whole thing. I'm going to say this because this is what my dad recommended that I say in this video. I'm going to ask you, have you ever had a dream? Something that you really wanted to do, but you weren't sure if you could or should do it. Maybe that's moving to another country or a city across the country. Maybe it's starting your own business and quitting your job to pursue your passion. It could be starting a family. Well, this is my dream. I'm living my dream right now, and it's really hard. There's a lot of questions that you have to answer. There's a lot of things that you have to do for the first time. And it can't be rushed. You know, you can't just magically make everything happen. There are mistakes along the way, there's bumps along the road, but it's worth it. And for me, it's taken me a long time. And that's not only because this is the first time I'm ever attempting to make a documentary, but it's also because that's what the story has dictated. When I first met this kid, who's now a grown man, I realized that there was a bigger story that tied into the original video that could only be told over time. And I've had to accept that. I mean, I wanted to be done with this sooner than it's taken me. I had to move across the country to a place where I don't know anybody, I don't have any friends or family, and I'd only been there one time before. This is where this guy lives now, today. And I realized that if I wanted to be able to capture the story as it happened, I had to relocate. And it's been kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie, but that story has unfolded, and it's taken this long. And it's not something that I had any control over, and I had to accept that. So that's why sometimes it takes a long time to realize your dream, and you can't rush it, and that's okay. And that's something I've had to accept and become okay with. So to anyone out there pursuing a dream, I support you, and it's worth it. So keep going. I'm really excited and happy to say that I'm getting pretty close to being done with filming. And that is kind of a crazy thing for me, because there was a time where I didn't even own a camera, and this was all just a dream. So I would say, I'm 2/3 of the way done, but I still have to edit it. And I've been filming off and on for 3 years. So I have over 100 hours of footage. And I'm really excited to announce that I do have help. I have enlisted the assistance of a filmmaker named Parker Smith, and he and I are going to edit the documentary together. But we have over 100 hours of footage, and that's a lot of footage to go through. But I have a lot of faith that we're going to be able to do it. And I've been bringing on people who are much more creative, smarter, and more talented than I am. And that's a good thing because I'm pretty limited. For the people out there who are wondering when it'll be done, I don't have a good answer for you. I'm working as fast as I can, but it costs money to do this stuff. And I'm the one paying for everything. I can't tell you how long it's going to take. I have an idea of how long I would like it to take, but editing is a long process in and of itself, and I still have to pay my bills. So I am working on trying to figure out how to finance the post-production portion of this documentary, but right now I don't have any funding beyond the money that I put in myself, and I'm working on figuring that out. So hopefully sooner rather than later, but I don't have an answer, and I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. So I appreciate your patience. I can assure you that it's going to be worth the wait. I know it. So thank you. Thank you for being patient, and it's coming. If anyone out there is rich and cashed out of crypto early and is sitting on a bunch of cash and wants to be the executive producer on a documentary, feel free to email me. My email's in the description. Seeing as it is Father's Day, I would like to take this opportunity to wish my dad, Mark, happy Father's Day. Wish I wasn't so emo. I gotta use these lens tissues, as regular tissues are more expensive. So I'm already wasting money. My dad is a man who I really respect and admire, and raised 5 kids, worked his ass off. He was a roofer. He's an ex-Army Ranger. He's hands down the toughest guy that I know. And he's also, a sensitive guy. And okay, I'm back. Got a little emotional there. But I'm going to share a story about my dad that I think really sums up who he is. And it's a really vivid memory for me. When I was about 5 or 6 years old, one of the first houses I ever lived in, my dad had planted a couple trees, and as kids, we would play baseball in the front yard, and we would use these trees as bases. So we would hit the ball. We were playing with a wiffle ball and a bat, and my dad pitched it to me, and I hit it, and I started running. I rounded first base. I hit the first tree, and I got to this second base, the second tree, and I grabbed it, and it shook. And when that happened, a couple seconds later, my dad turned and looked at me and had this look of horror in his eyes. And he came sprinting at me, full speed and snatched me up and wrapped me in his arms and just covered me and ran full speed back to the front door. And we got inside, and I was really confused. I didn't know what was happening. And then later found out that when I had hit that tree, a hornet's nest had fallen to the ground and they started swarming, and I didn't see it. And my dad wasn't wearing a shirt. And I have this distinct memory of going into his bedroom, and the curtains are drawn, and it's kind of dark in the room, and he's just laying there face down with his back up, covered in hornet stings. And I don't know if I ever really thanked him for that, but Dad, I know you're watching this, and I want to say thank you for saving me from the hornets as a young kid. I love you, and I'm very grateful for our relationship today. Happy Father's Day. Thanks everyone for watching.
You know, Sergey, in anticipation of this important meeting and our time here together, I wanted to present you with a little gift which represents what President Obama and Vice President Biden and I have been saying. And that is, we want to reset our relationship. And
let's do it together.
So we will do it together, okay?
Thank you very much.
You are very welcome. We worked hard to get the right Russian word. Do you think we got it?
You get it wrong.
I got it wrong.
It should be перезагрузка. And this says перегрузка, which means overcharge.
Well, we won't let you do that to us, I promise.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so
very kind
much.
of you. Would be on my desk.
Well, we mean it, and we look forward to it.
Wall cleaning update. My landlord is here and he's filming my wall because he doesn't think I'm doing a good enough job cleaning it. He was also mad because there was a hole in the wall, but I clearly covered it. I fixed it. The door is clean. This just needs like another one over, and like all that gray will be gone because we have porous walls. So what you're seeing is the crayons stuck inside of the little holes. He said I could have 30 days. You said 30 days.
Yeah, I did, but I gotta make sure you're working on it.
You can go now. I'm putting this on TikTok.
Fine.
No matter how big or small your dick is, you can't feel it either way.
Or you could just find one that doesn't talk, and when you ask them for consent, it's yes anytime.
Or a blind one.
Yes.
So you don't know where they're at.
Does that say silence is consent? If they're knocked out, consent?
Say nothing if you give consent.
Just so you know, every single one of us in this room is going to hell.
We're already there, sweetheart. Don't worry.
Even just laughing at this shit, we're going to hell.
Your dad is dead, and I miss him.
We apologise where I'm from.